Hey guys, what's up? Stop everything you're doing right now and grab your coin jars, wallets, piggy banks, whatever you've got, because today we're uncovering 5 insane Australian 10-cent coins from the years 1976, 2002, 2005, 2007, and 2010 that could be worth thousands of dollars. That's right. If you've got Australian change from travels, family, or collections, you might be sitting on a fortune. We're counting down from number 5 to the absolute king, so stick around, check your coins as we go, and let's see if you're the next big finder. Starting with number 5. On our list, the 2010 Australian 10-cent coin, where top examples have reached an incredible values. Let's dive deep into the fascinating
story of this particular year at the Royal
Australian Mint in Canberra. By 2010, Australia was well into the modern era of decimal currency, over 4 decades after the big switch in 1966, and coin production had become highly sophisticated, with advanced machinery designed to minimize errors while maximizing efficiency. The mint was dealing with fluctuating demand as electronic payments were on the rise, but physical coins were still essential for everyday transactions. Vending machines and collectors. The 2010 mintage for circulating 10-cent coins was substantial, running into the tens of millions, reflecting the ongoing need despite the digital shift. However, what truly sets certain 2010 examples apart is the pursuit of absolute perfection in condition combined with the occasional subtle striking anomalies that slipped through the rigorous quality controls. The obverse featured Ian Rank Broadley's mature portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, which had been in use since 1999, showing Her Majesty with a necklace and a more detailed crown, symbolizing continuity in the Commonwealth. On the reverse, as always since 1966, Stuart Devlin's masterpiece, the superb lyrebird in full magnificent display, its tail feathers intricately fanned with the 10 denomination overlaid, capturing the essence of Australia's unique wildlife. The coin's composition remained copper nickel, 75% copper, 25% nickel, giving it that durable silvery look, precise 5.65 gram weight, 2.6 millimeter diameter, and milled edge for security. In 2010, the mint's presses were operating at peak modern standards, using high-pressure striking techniques to ensure sharp details on the lyrebird's feathers, the queen's hair strands, and the lettering. But here's where the magic happens for collectors. While major errors were extremely rare due to automated inspections, some 2010 coins exhibit minor die variations, such as slight polymorphisms in the die engraving, faint planche imperfections from the blank preparation stage, or exceptionally strong strikes that bring out every microscopic detail. Pristine uncirculated coins from this year, especially those graded MS67, MS68, or higher by services like PCGS or NGC, are scarcer than many realize because so many entered circulation right away, getting scratched or toned over time. Collectors worldwide, from Australia to the US and UK, chase these for their brilliant original luster, frost-like surfaces, and flawless fields. The global financial recovery, post-2008, also boosted interest in modern decimals as affordable yet potentially appreciating assets. What to look for in your 2010 10 cents? Hold it under strong light and examine the lyrebird's tail plumes for razor-sharp definition. Every feather line should be crisp without flow lines or weakness. Check the queen's portrait for full hair detail and necklace pearls popping out. Inspect the rims for perfect reading without nicks, and weigh it if possible. Exactly 5.65 grams. Rules out major planche issues. But superior strike quality can indicate a gem. Any slight irregularity in centering or edge could hint at a premium variety. These factors, combined with certified high grades, have driven verified sales up to $19,000 for the absolute finest or unique subtle variants. And remember, the current market value for exceptional authenticated examples of the 2010 Australian 10-cent coin can reach up to $19,000. Now moving to number 4, the 2005 Australian 10-cent coin with standout pieces fetching as much as thousands of dollars. The year 2005 was a dynamic time at the Royal Australian Mint, smack in the middle of the early 2000s when production techniques were being continually refined amid steady circulation demands. Australia was experiencing economic growth, and coin needs were robust, leading to solid mintage, figures in the tens of millions for the 10-cent denomination. The mint in Canberra was fully operational with state-of-the-art equipment, including computerized die preparation and high-speed coining presses capable of producing thousands of coins per hour while maintaining tight tolerances. This era saw the continued use of Ian Rank Broadley's obverse design, portraying Queen Elizabeth II in a realistic, detailed style that captured her in middle age, complete with tiara and earrings, emphasizing royal dignity. The reverse, unchanged and iconic, showcased Stuart Devlin's lyrebird, that extraordinary Australian bird known for its mimicry and elaborate courtship display, with feathers rendered in exquisite relief, the 10 boldly integrated, and Devlin's tiny SD initials hidden near the bird's claw. The copper nickel alloy provided excellent wear resistance, and each coin was struck with precision to achieve the standard specifications: 23.6 millimeters, diameter 5.65 grams, weight, reeded edge. Yet 2005 stands out because of documented production quirks, occasional off-center strikes, where the design is slightly shifted, die clash marks leaving faint, ghost images from opposing dies transferring during maintenance, or minor planche flaws from the rolling and blanking process. These arose despite vigilant quality control, as the high-volume runs sometimes allowed subtle anomalies to escape. The mid-2000s also coincided with a boom in online auction platforms, connecting Australian coins to international bidders in the USA, UK, and Europe, driving up competition for high-grade or error examples. Collectors appreciate the transitional feel of early 2000s issues, with sharp strikes, highlighting the lyrebird's plumage texture and the queen's facial features. To spot a potential winner in 2005 coins, carefully check for any misalignment. If the lyrebird is off-center or the queen's head shifted toward one edge, it could be a valuable misstrike. Look for doubling in lettering or outline ghosting on both sides, signs of die clash. Examine the milled edge for uniformity, and confirm weight to rule out wrong planche possibilities. Under magnification, superior examples show full feather separation and lustrous fields without marks. Authenticated errors or gem uncirculated pieces from this year have commanded premiums, with top sales hitting $23,400. The current market value for exceptional authenticated examples of the 2005 Australian 10-cent coin can reach up to $23,400. Coming in at number 3, the 2002 Australian 10-cent coin, valued at up to $35,000 for elite specimens. Let's embark on an exhaustive, deeply immersive exploration into the captivating minting history and production intricacies of the 2002 Australian 10-cent coin, delving into the technological advancements, economic backdrop, design masterpieces, potential rare varieties and minting errors, collector passion, precise examination techniques, and the factors that propel certain examples to extraordinary auction prices. The year 2002 held special significance in Australian history, celebrated as the year of the Outback, with the Royal Australian Mint issuing commemorative coins across various denominations to honor Australia's vast inland regions, pioneering spirit, and unique landscapes. While those commemoratives grabbed headlines, the standard circulating 10-cent coin continued its quiet yet essential role as a cornerstone of daily transactions. Production took place exclusively at the Royal Australian Mint in Canberra, a state-of-the-art facility that had evolved dramatically since its 1965, opening to become one of the world's most advanced coin producers. By the early 2000s, the Mint was incorporating cutting-edge computerized die hubbing, automated planche handling systems, high-precision coining presses from manufacturers like Schuler, and sophisticated quality assurance protocols including optical scanners and weight checks to ensure uniformity. The official montage for circulating 2002 10-cent coins was a substantial 70 million pieces, a robust figure that supported Australia's thriving economy at the turn of the millennium, a time of low unemployment, mining boom precursors, and increasing consumer spending that kept small change in high demand. This output ranked among the higher mintages for the denomination in the 2000s, ensuring widespread circulation through banks, retailers, vending machines, and everyday pockets. The Mint's production schedule in 2002 balanced these standard runs with the demands of commemorative programs, requiring careful allocation of dies, presses, and staff. This multitasking dynamic, common in transitional technological eras, created opportunities for subtle variations as dies were installed, presses calibrated, and runs monitored under high-volume pressure. The obverse of every 2002 10-cent coin features the elegant fourth portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, masterfully sculpted by Ian Rank Broadley, whose discreet initials IRB appear just below the Queen's neck truncation. Introduced in 1999, this portrait represents a more mature, lifelike depiction of Her Majesty at approximately 70 years old. Adorned with the girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, a delicate pearl necklace, and earrings. The engraving captures intricate details like individual hair strands curling naturally, subtle facial contours conveying wisdom and poise, and fine lettering in the legend, Elizabeth II Australia 2002. This design shifted Australian coinage toward greater realism and depth, allowing light to play across the relief in ways that highlight the mint's striking excellence and symbolize the enduring Commonwealth connection. The reverse remains one of numismatic history's timeless classics, Stuart Devlin's superb lyrebird. Unchanged since decimalization in 1966, Devlin, the acclaimed Australian designer who later became goldsmith to the Queen, created this after winning a competitive brief in the early 1960s. The superb lyrebird, Menura novae hollandiae, endemic to Australia's eastern rainforests, is portrayed in full courtship splendor. Tail feathers arched dramatically overhead in a perfect lyre shape, each plume meticulously detailed with fine barbs, eye spots, and filigree patterns that demonstrate the die engraver's artistry. The denomination 10 integrates organically across the bird's body, while Devlin's minuscule SD initials hide near the claw, a subtle signature. This design not only celebrates Australia's extraordinary biodiversity, but also the lyrebird's renowned mimicry, echoing themes of adaptation and harmony with nature. Physically, the 2002 10-cent adheres to decimal standards, established in 1966, exactly 2360 millimeters. In diameter, 565 grams in weight, composed of 75% copper and 25% nickel for that distinctive silvery tone, corrosion resistance, and acoustic ring, with a reeded edge of precisely 160 mils to aid blind identification and prevent shaving. Planche preparation involved melting alloys, rolling into strips, punching blanks, annealing to soften, rim upsetting, cleaning, and finally dual striking under tons of pressure to achieve high relief. Details without weakness. Early 2000s transitional phases at the Mint, marked by software updates. Press modernizations and dye refinement protocols are prized by Variety, hunters for producing fascinating anomalies. Documented possibilities for 2002 include rotated dyes, reverse misaligned by 10 180 plus degrees from standard metal alignment, upset errors altering orientation, clipped planches, straight or curved missing segments from faulty blanking, off-center strikes, design shifted, exposing blank metal, broad strikes, expanded diameter from missing collar, brockage, incused mirrored impression from stuck prior coin, die cracks, raised lines from fatigue, partial collar strikes, irregular or missing reading, and minor misstrikes like the known 10% off-center example, without edge milling that surfaced in brilliant, uncirculated condition. These varieties exploded in popularity as internet forums, eBay, and grading services like PCGS and NGC connected global collectors, turning modern decimals into accessible hunts. Australian error enthusiasts, alongside international buyers from the US, UK, and Asia, bid aggressively for certified pieces, especially in mint state with original luster, no marks and dramatic flaws preserved untouched. To meticulously inspect your 2002 10-cent coins for potential rarity, begin with strong directional light and 10x magnification. Confirm the 2002 date is fully struck below the Queen's bust. Perform the rotation test. Hold obverse upright. Flip vertically. The lyrebird should appear perfectly inverted. Deviations, e.g. 45 to 90 to 180 to signal a rotated die variety. Check rims for clips. Straight edges or crescent absences indicate planche errors. Scan for off-centering, shifted design leaving blank areas. Look for brockage, indented mirrored elements. Examine fields for cracks or doubling. Verify reading completeness and uniformity. Weigh precisely, 51655 standard. Assess condition. Gem uncirculated examples display frosty devices. Brilliant fields, untouched surfaces. Circulated coins lose value rapidly. While most 2002 10 cents remain common, authenticated, exceptional, errors or pristine varieties have realized strong prices reflective of their scarcity and storytelling appeal. The current market value for exceptional authenticated examples of the 2002 Australian 10-cent coin can reach up to $35,000. Number 2. The 2007 Australian 10-cent coin, commanding prices up to $40,000. Let's take a profoundly detailed and comprehensive journey into the rich, minting history, production intricacies, technological context, design significance, potential rare varieties and errors, collector enthusiasm, precise identification methods, and the extraordinary market forces that have elevated certain elite examples from this year to staggering values in the numismatic world. The year 2007 was a particularly busy and multifaceted period at the Royal Australian Mint in Canberra, as the facility juggled high-volume, standard circulating coin production, with an array of special commemorative issues that captured national and international attention. Australia was hosting the APEC Leaders Meeting in Sydney that September, leading to the release of a circulating $1 commemorative coin featuring the APEC logo, alongside other notable releases like the Ocean Series, International Year of Planet Earth, Ashes Cricket Urn, and Year of the Pig lunar coins in various denominations. While these higher-profile commemoratives drew significant resources, including specialized dyes, finishes, and packaging, the humble 10-cent coin continued its vital role in everyday circulation, struck in solid quantities to meet ongoing public demand amid a robust economy, characterized by mining growth, low unemployment, and increasing retail activity. Although exact circulating mintage figures for the 2007 10-cent are not always publicly detailed in annual reports, with some years bundled or focused on commemoratives, production was substantial, likely in the tens of millions, ensuring widespread availability through banks, shops, and change machines across the country. This standard output ran parallel to the commemorative programs, creating a high-pressure environment where presses operated near capacity, dies were frequently changed or maintained, and quality control teams worked overtime. Such multitasking scenarios at modern mints, even with advanced automation, can occasionally contribute to subtle or dramatic anomalies slipping through, rush die installations, minor calibration shifts during transitions between runs, or accumulated wear on high-volume tools leading to escaped imperfections. The obverse of the 2007 10-cent coin showcases the enduring fourth portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, crafted by Ian Rank Broadley, with his initials IRB discreetly placed below the truncation of the neck. This realistic and detailed effigy, in use since 1999, portrays Her Majesty in her later years, wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, a pearl necklace and earrings, with finely engraved strands of hair, subtle facial shading for depth, and the legend Elizabeth II Australia 2007 encircling the design. This portrait represents a mature evolution in Australian royal iconography, emphasizing lifelike features and symbolic continuity within the Commonwealth, allowing the high-relief striking to capture intricate light, play on the tiaras, diamonds, and necklace pearls. The reverse, a constant since decimalization in 1966, features Stuart Devlin's masterful superb lyrebird, an enduring symbol of Australia's natural wonders. Devlin's design depicts the male Menura Novae Hollandiae in full magnificent courtship display, tail feathers arched overhead in a perfect lyre formation, each plume rendered with extraordinary detail, fine individual barbs, decorative eye spots, and filigree patterns that showcase the mint's precision, engraving, and striking capabilities. The denomination 10 is elegantly integrated into the bird's body, while Devlin's subtle SD initials appear near the claw. This unchanging reverse celebrates the lyrebird's habitat in Australia's southeastern rainforests and its legendary ability to mimic sounds, embodying themes of adaptation, beauty, and national pride. Adhering strictly to established decimal specifications, the 2007 10-cent measures exactly 23.60 millimeters in diameter, weighs 565 grams, consists of 75% copper and 25% nickel for its characteristic silvery appearance, durability against wear, and pleasant ring when dropped, and features a reeded edge with 160 precise mils for security and tactile identification. Planchets underwent the standard rigorous preparation, alloy melting and rolling into strips, blank punching, annealing for malleability, upsetting to raise the rim, cleaning to remove oils, and finally multiple high-pressure strikes, often over 50 tons, to impart sharp, full relief without strike weakness or flow lines. Years like 2007, with the mint's focus divided across diverse programs and high throughput, are intriguing to error and variety specialists because they increase the likelihood of production. Anomalies. Potential issues from this era. include double or multiple strikes, where the plancher receives extra impressions, creating overlapping or ghosted details on feathers, lettering or the queen's portrait, missing elements, partial strike weakness, omitting parts of the lyrebird's plumage or rim, lettering due to dye, obstruction or misalignment, rim variations from collar dye problems, irregular reading, broad strikes expanding the diameter, or partial collar strikes leaving smooth sections on the edge, off-center strikes shifting the design and exposing blank metal crescents, clipped planchers from faulty blanking, diclashes transferring faint opposing images, or brockage where a stuck prior coin impressions a mirrored in Q's design. These dramatic flaws, though rare due to the Mint's advanced optical and mechanical inspections, have become legendary when discovered and authenticated. The growing global community of modern decimal error collectors, fueled by online forums, grading services like PCGS and NGC, and auction platforms, drives intense competition for verified examples, particularly those in high Mint state grades preserving original luster, frost on devices, and untouched fields. International demand from the US, UK, Europe, and Asia further amplifies prices, as these errors offer unique insights into minting processes during a commemorative heavy year. To expertly examine your 2007 Australian 10-cent coins for signs of rarity, use bright, directional lighting and at least 10x magnification. First, verify the 2007 date is boldly struck below the queen's bust without weakness. Hold the coin under light at various angles to detect ghosting or extra outlines, faint, doubled feathers on the lyrebird, overlapping lettering or secondary impressions indicating multiple strikes. Inspect the rims meticulously for irregularities, uneven or missing reading sections from collar issues, expanded diameter suggesting broad strike, or flat curved clips from plancher defects. Check for off-centering by measuring design placement. Any shift leaving blank areas is a classic error. Scan fields and devices for missing details. Die cracks, thin raised lines, or brockage, indented mirrored elements. Weigh accurately, 5.65 G standard, to rule out wrong plancher possibilities and assess overall preservation. Gem examples exhibit brilliant, mark-free surfaces with full original mint bloom, while even minor circulation wear drastically reduces appeal. While the overwhelming majority of 2007 10-cent coins remain ordinary circulation pieces worth face value, those rare authenticated specimens, displaying significant minting anomalies or exceptional preserved condition, have achieved remarkable auction realizations, captivating collectors with their one-of-a-kind stories and visual drama. The current market value for exceptional authenticated examples of the 2007 Australian 10-cent coin can reach up to $46,800, and claiming the number 1 spot, the ultimate treasure, the 1976 Australian 10-cent coin, with records soaring to $115,000. Let's embark on the most exhaustive, captivating deep dive into the minting history, production details, historical significance, design masterpieces, potential rare varieties and subtle misstrikes, collector fervor, meticulous examination tips, and the powerful market dynamics that have crowned exceptional examples from this iconic year as the undisputed holy grail of Australian 10-cent collecting. The year 1976 marked a full decade since Australia's monumental shift to decimal currency on February 14, 1966. A transformative event that reshaped everyday commerce and ignited a lasting passion for numismatics across the nation. By the mid-1970s, the Royal Australian Mint in Canberra had firmly established itself as the heart of Australian coin production, having fully transitioned from relying on overseas assistance like the Royal Mint in London for early decimal issues to independent, high-volume operations. The Mint, opened in 1965 specifically for the decimal era, was now in its prime, producing billions of coins annually with improving precision and efficiency amid Australia's post-changeover economic growth, resource boom precursors, and a growing middle class that kept small denominations like the 10-cent in constant demand for retail, vending, and public transport. Official mintage for the circulating 1976 10-cent coin was a substantial 57 million pieces struck exclusively at the Royal Australian Mint in Canberra, a solid output, reflecting stable circulation needs during a period of national confidence and nostalgia for the still relatively new decimal system. This figure ensured the coin's widespread distribution nationwide. from urban centers to rural areas, embedding it deeply into Australian daily life. Production in 1976 benefited from a decade of operational experience, with refined high-speed presses, better dye preparation techniques, and enhanced quality control. Measures that reduced major errors while allowing occasional subtle anomalies to emerge. Treasures that would later thrill collectors. The obverse of the 556 d'Ensan coin features the classic second portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, sculpted by the renowned British artist Arnold Machine Obe Ara, approved in 1964 and first appearing on Australian decimals in 1966. This youthful effigy depicts Her Majesty wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, a wedding, gift to Queen Mary in 1893, later passed to Elizabeth, with delicately engraved hair waves, a graceful neckline, and the legend Elizabeth II Australia 1976 encircling the design. Machin's portrait, known for its elegant simplicity and fine relief, captures the Queen in her prime, symbolizing stability in the young Commonwealth ties. It was used across Australian coinage until 1984, evoking powerful nostalgia today as a hallmark of the early decimal era's artistry and the mint's striking prowess in rendering, subtle details like the tiara's diamonds sparkling under light. The reverse, eternally unchanged since 1966, showcases Stuart Devlin's breathtaking superb lyrebird, a design universally hailed as one of the finest in modern world coinage. Devlin, the Australian-born sculptor and goldsmith who became the Queen's official jeweler, won the 1963 design competition with this masterpiece, celebrating Australia's endemic wildlife. The male superb lyrebird, Menura novaehollandiae, is shown in full, dramatic courtship display, tail feathers fanned overhead in a perfect lyre shape, each plume intricately detailed with fine barbs, decorative eye spots, and flowing filigree that demonstrate exceptional die engraving. The denomination 10 weaves seamlessly into the bird's form, while Devlin's tiny SD initials nestle near the claw. This reverse immortalizes the lyrebird's rainforest, habitat and astonishing mimicry, abilities, embodying Australia's natural heritage and the joy of discovery. Themes that resonate deeply with collectors chasing rare survivors from this era. Technically, the 1976 10-cent remains true to original decimal specifications, precisely 2360 millimeters in diameter, 565 grams in weight. Some sources note minor tolerance to 5.66 grams. Composed of durable 75% copper and 25% nickel-cupper-nickel for its bright silvery sheen, wear resistance and distinctive ring, with a finely reeded edge of 160 mils for anti-counterfeiting and easy identification. Planchets were meticulously prepared through melting, rolling, blanking, annealing, upsetting, cleaning, and multiple high-pressure strikes to achieve crisp, high-relief details without weakness. The 1970s, as the post-decimal boom years, hold immense historical charm, a time when the new currency system had fully taken root, fostering widespread collecting interest. Early decimal coins like the 1976 issue carry evocative nostalgia, representing 1970s minting artistry at its peak. While major errors were minimized by maturing quality controls, subtle misstrikes or varieties such as minor off-center strikes, faint die cracks, planchet flaws, partial reading irregularities, or even rare clipped planchets occasionally escaped, creating one-of-a-kind pieces. Perfectly preserved uncirculated survivors from this era are especially prized, as most entered heavy circulation, acquiring wear, scratches, or toning over decades. High-grade examples, certified MS66 or above by PCGS or NGC, showcase brilliant original luster, frosty devices, mirror-like fields, and untouched surfaces, rarities that evoke the fresh from the mint excitement of the 1970s. Collectors revere 1976, with 10 cents for their accessibility yet hidden potential. The blend of substantial mintage with the thrill of finding pristine gems or subtle anomalies amid circulated pieces. Global demand, amplified by online auctions and grading services, has driven fierce competition, with international buyers appreciating the coin's connection to Australia's decimal heritage and the machine portrait's classic beauty. To carefully examine your 1976 Australian 10-cent coins for signs of extraordinary value, begin under strong angled lighting with 10x or higher magnification. Confirm the 1976 date is sharply struck below the Queen's bust. Inspect the lyrebird's feathers for full, separated detail without strike weakness or flow lines. Check centering any slight shift exposing blank metal. Hints at off-center mistrike. Scan rims for clipping, straight or curved absences, or reading irregularities. Look for die cracks, thin raised lines from fatigue, or faint ghosting. Weigh precisely around 565-566 grams to detect potential plancher issues. Most crucially, evaluate condition. True gems display vibrant cartwheel luster, no contact marks, natural brilliance without cleaning or toning, traits that separate common circulated coins from elite uncirculated treasures. While the vast majority of 1976 10-cent coins remain everyday pieces worth face value, those rare authenticated high-grade survivors or ones with verified subtle misstrikes represent pinnacle examples of early decimal craftsmanship, commanding premium attention in the market. The current market value for exceptional authenticated examples of the 1976 Australian 10-cent coin can reach up to $115,300,000. There you have it, folks. These 5 years could make you rich. Pause now. Check your Australian 10 cents for 1976, 2002, 2005, 2007, and 2010. Look closely under light. Don't clean, and if something looks special, get it appraised professionally. Like, subscribe, comment your finds, descriptions only. Share this video, and happy hunting! Your fortune might be in your pocket right now. See you next time!